Ready to go. And into the box for Baltimore, Victor Robles. That one a little bit high. And the series is underway. Fought off foul. Robles launched a homer in his most recent game. That one down the line. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Really nice job, the two-strike hitting him at bat. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
In the dirt. Swings and misses. Now 1-2. One of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Makes the catch for the out.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the game in high leverage situations, you've got to be able to get the swing and miss and put hitters away.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here in game 1 of the ALDS. In the dirt, but kept close. In there safely. Robles up to third on the wild pitch. And that just misses. Out to center. Brings it in, and that's the third out. Game 1 of the division series. And into the box for Baltimore, Jackson Holliday.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
There's a good feel in the ballpark, and that's what you expect when the home side has the lead in game 1. This energy is going to keep building with every out.
Puts it away for the out. Oliver Dennis, the next to hit for the Orioles.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Throws to first in time. And a couple of quick outs. And here's the catcher, Samuel Basallo. Just missed.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You've got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
He was all over that one. Fastball pretty much middle, and that's what you fall asleep dreaming about as a hitter. So no surprise.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. New inning getting started. And into the box for Baltimore, Luis Matos. Doc back to work. Fastball for a strike. In the postseason, you see just how important every last play can be. You never know what's going to make the difference in the end. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away.
Well, like you said, Boog, every play is so pivotal at this point of the year. As a player, you got to be locked in. Can't make a mistake that could cost your team the season.
So the lineup flips over. Here's Victor Robles. Doubled his first time. And ball one to the right fielder. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Makes the grab. 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Chad Bennett getting ready to hit. And ball 1. Missed with a changeup. And that's ball 2. And another ball. That's a walk. Went with another changeup but missed the spot. So 2 down. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. First and second, 2 outs. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Gunnar Henderson. Fouled off left side. First and second, 2 down. Here in game 1 of the ALDS. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. As we go to the top of the 4th. Now it's the second baseman, Jackson Holliday. Fastball for a strike.
You know, these Orioles just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Oliver Dennis, the next to hit for the Orioles. There's a strike. Rips one to right. Base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out flying and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. And now they've got some speed on first. So we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Next pitch is outside. Man at first, 1 away. Stays alive. Double play ball to second. Boots it. Still able to fire over. And it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. Santander at the plate now as he chases after that one. Late that time, and it's strike 2. So runner in scoring position, and now the tying run comes to the plate. Top half of inning number 4. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And here it comes. And a swing and a miss. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Game 1 of the division series. And here is Luis Matos. Now this one's crushed down the line. Hooking. Foul ball.
Well, that's where you want to be right there. All over that first pitch fastball. Just a little too much hook on it. Straighten that thing out to get the jog around the bases.
And he went around according to Clyde Washington.
These fans have to feel good right about now. This series is not going to be easy, but they have the lead at home in game 1. That brings the anxiety down a few notches.
Inside, almost got him. That one missing inside. Ground ball right side. It squirts through. And that turns the lineup over.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Not much to this one other than just a willingness.
Oh, now a great stop. There's one. And that's all they'll get. Now the number 2 hitter, Chad Bennett. And there's a strike on the outside corner. The Orioles down by a pair here in game 1 of the ALDS. Soderstrom over to second. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Vladdy, the next to hit, takes outside.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr., that swing so reminiscent of his dad. Lots of pop. That one fouled off, 2-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Back here in New York, all set for the top of the 6th. And the batter now, Gunnar Henderson. Doc back to work. That one ripped. And a foul ball.
You know, these Orioles looking to string together better at bats when they have runners on, but it just hasn't happened for them yet. They've had the chances with runners in scoring position, but nobody's been able to deliver a big hit in those situations.
Throws to first. One up, one down. The other way, and foul ball.
And you got to give some credit to the other side as well. They've been able to get out of a few tough jams, but frustration is mounting for this offense, no doubt.
Try to get him to chase on the changeup that time.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Goes down looking. So next to hit for Baltimore, Oliver Dennis. 1 for 2.
And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Next offering is foul back. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul. And downstairs. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. McCann gathers, throws to first, got him. Inning over on the strikeout. Back in the Bronx, all set for the start of the inning. Now the Orioles catcher, Samuel Basallo. Fastball for a strike. 0-1.
You can tell by their swings, this lineup is having trouble gauging speeds. Timing is everything in hitting, and right now they just don't have it.
That one finds the zone, and it's 1-2. And that's in the dirt. Hard ground ball, base knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Let that pitch get pretty deep on him, so I think he was looking to go the other way. It was off speed and inside, though, so a good adjustment to shoot it back up the middle.
Swings and misses. And that's strike 2. This one in the dirt. Tag, safe at second. And good hustle to move up. That's a wild pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. Matos in the box now. Takes strike 1. In there at the knees. And it's 0-2. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Out on the drop, 3rd strike. 2 gone. Well done behind the dish. And now it's Victor Robles up to hit.
Just not a good pitch to swing at. One reason he's an everyday player is he usually lays off of that jump.
Check swing called strike. That is strike 2. Right side. And that one handled in plenty of time to first. And that is the inning. Back in the Bronx, here's the third baseman, Chad Bennett.
This is exactly how the home team dreamed they would start this series, Boog. They're winning. They still have their starter out there, and the bullpen is getting rest. You can't ask for much more out of game 1.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next one just misses. And the count now even up. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. This one lifted in the air, left field. Dominguez nabs it. 1 down. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. And a slider misses down and away. Next offering is down low. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Breaking ball misses down and away. In the air, center field. Doyle should have this one. And he makes the catch. And there are 2 outs. New pitcher for the Yankees, Brandon Ricks.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here. It's pretty early in this series to say a must-win game, but when you've got home field advantage, it's a luxury, but you have to protect it. Huge win in game 1 to set the tone.
Here's another look at the numbers from this shutout victory.
Well, it takes a team effort to produce a shutout. I mean, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
2-0 your final here in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us. And we're back. And into the box for Baltimore, Victor Robles.
They're off to a great start, 3-run lead after their first inning, but so important to be airtight defensively. Don't give away extra outs and allow that other club to get back in this ballgame.
That one fouled off, 2-2.
This guy at the dish excels in 2-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Puts it away for the out. Chad Bennett, the next to hit for the Orioles. A multi-Cy Young Award winner. He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a slider, a splitter, and he occasionally uses a curve. Breaking ball misses down and away. Got him looking. 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Vladimir Guerrero Jr., the next to hit for the Orioles. And a foul ball. And that's fouled off. 2 outs, base base is empty. Gets a piece and stays alive. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball one. And that one hammered. This one's got a chance. And that one is off the wall.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
That misses the zone, and that's ball one.
And the strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So a good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
That one ripped. Dives for it. Got it. Makes the play. Game 4 of the division series. Now Jackson Holiday. That one catches the zone. It's 0-1. The drama always heightened in the postseason, and it leads to some really special moments. Strike 2.
Well, one special postseason memory for me, Boog, was facing Pedro Martinez Game 5 of the ALDS in Oakland. And, man, hit a double off the wall. Great feeling for a guy who would eventually go into the Hall of Fame.
In plenty of time to first, one up, one down. Samuel Basallo stands in here, takes ball 1 low. And another ball. Gets the outside corner with that one. 1 out, base is empty.
Some real good life going to the zone on that one.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. 3-2 now. And there's ball 4.
Looked like a questionable call in that spot. He even seemed a little surprised it went his way at the plate. But as a hitter, you'll take that all day.
Anthony Santander in the box now. No balls and a strike. In the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there. Sets him down on strikes. Called strike 3 and a fastball up in the zone. Now it's the DH, Luis Matos. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Cruz. He makes the grab, and that'll do it. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now the center fielder, Enrique Bradfield Jr. Right through there for a strike.
It's 0-1.
That's in there, and it's 0-2. And there's a ball.
Low.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And a curve is down and in. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Doyle puts it away for the out. And there's 1 down. So back to the top of the Orioles lineup. Here's Victor Robles. Climb the ladder with that fastball. That's strike 1. And he swings through that one.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. And that's in the dirt.
1-2.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. 2 down, base is empty. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Chad Bennett. There's the strike.
0-1.
And takes low for ball 1. And here's the strike. one
No,
missed.
that missed. That's a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
And down on strikes. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Back here in Baltimore, bottom 4. And here's the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Just missed.
That's a ball.
Chris, you played here in 2002. What are the memories that stand out as to being a member of the Baltimore Orioles?
For me, it was just pulling into the parking lot and having those that were there with an encouraging smile or a pat on the back, regardless of how things were going. It made it a lot easier to come to the ballpark, whether you were doing well or you were struggling. And then the way that they treated your family. I mean, this is a great place to play, and I'd say it's got to be one of the top places in all of baseball.
That's to third. Tosses across to first, and Guerrero is set down. Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles. Right side, Acosta on to first. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th. Stepping in, Jackson Holliday. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Doyle on the move, and that's the inning. Game 4 of the division series. Here's the catcher, Samuel Basallo. Doc back to work. Ball 1, no strikes. Swing and a ground ball. Barker fires across the diamond, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. And first offering is fouled off.
Things aren't looking great for this offense right now, Bowie. They need a spark. It doesn't matter who provides it, but they need it to save their season.
Right side, hard hit. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along. 2 quick outs. Matos at the plate now. That's ball 1.
1-0.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low. Throwing the ball very well right now.
The 2-1. Hard on the ground to first. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Bottom of the inning, and now here is Enrique Bradfield Jr.
Well, this guy's just a tremendously talented center fielder. Gold Glove caliber type out there. Offensively, he can do some things, but also has some streakiness as well. I think the key is just trying to find.
Leadoff man retired in the 6th. So the lineup flips over, and the batter now, Victor Robles. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
0-2.
And that one is downstairs, and that is ball 1. And that skips into dirt. The Orioles with a lot of ground to make up here in Game 4 of this ALDS. Got him. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Bennett in the box again, takes a strike. Swing and a miss.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Set for the last half of the 7th. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And the first offering is not close. Fastball is outside.
So what we're seeing is a lineup that's just out of sync with the pitcher. They're guessing wrong, and their timing's off.
Swing and a chopper out to short, and it's through for a hit. And they had their first hit since the 1st inning. Gunnar Henderson now at the plate.
And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for 2.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Holiday stands in now and watches strike 1.
That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. And that's downstairs.
And the count 1-2. And that's down and away. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. So 2 down now, and here is Samuel Basallo. Now a screamer into the outfield. Davis pulls that one down, and the inning is over. Back now at Oriole Park, Anthony Santander at the plate. Doc back to work. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes.
And a big swing and a miss.
1.
Next offering is in for a strike.
1-2.
Try to get him to chase on the changeup that time. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That misses the zone, and now 3-2.
Count full.
Tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. No swing. He held up. Clyde Washington with the call there.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Now 2 away.
Oh, he's looking to try to finish off 8 solid innings out there on the mound. He's just getting to 100 pitches right now, man. It's been so impressive. He's been really good in this one.
Bradfield, the next to hit, takes ball 1.
Fastball for a strike.
Fouled off left side. 2 down, nobody on. Not close with that one.
2 balls, 2 strikes the count.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going.
100 miles an hour, foul that off. That's a good piece of swinging. I won't say hitting because he didn't get a knock, but a good piece of swinging to keep the at-bat alive.
You got a full count.
And that's too high, and it's ball 4. So a man at first.
Now it's the right fielder, Victor Robles.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Ball 1 there.
That's to third. Barker sends it across to first. That's the inning. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Number 33.
Compared to some days. Well, a really solid division series win. They can move on to the next round and I think relax a little bit more. Congratulations. Get ready for the ALCS.
And now for Seattle, Joel Bermudez.
The first baseman, Joel Bermudez.
And that one is lifted in the air. Cruz. One down. And now it's Julio Rodriguez.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Da, an all-star a season ago. He features a four-seam fastball, a changeup, a slider, a splitter, and he occasionally uses a curve. Next pitch is outside. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Juan Vasquez up next for the Mariners. In for a strike. 0-1. 2 outs, base is empty. In there at the knees. And it's 0-2. And that's in the dirt. Next offering down in the dirt. Ripped to short. To first. And that'll do it. Game 1 of the American League Championship Series. And now it's the cleanup hitter for the Mariners, Royce Lewis. There's a strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Lewis, in his 12th season, batting in the cleanup spot. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Gorman throws out to first. Leadoff man retired here in the second.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
Strike 2.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. And over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Curve in the dirt.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
Gets it to first. 2 up, 2 down. Stephen Kwan up next for the Mariners. Swing and a chopper out to short. Throw is high and over his head. And it's going to wind up out of play. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Stepping in, Agustin Ramirez. Da, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Yeah, if you're going to be in the game.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Back in Seattle, set for the bottom of the third, and now the DH, number 85. Grounded to Gorman. Gorman throws on to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third. Austin Hendrick in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. And another ball. That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. Legends really are cemented in the postseason. You think of David Ortiz heroics for the Red Sox, Derek Jeter as Mr. November, or Randy Johnson in the 2001 World Series, just to name a few. Bermudez batting for the second time, and that's strike 1. On the ground, and foul ball.
That's the ball.
Still tied at 0, last of the third.
Well, on that idea of postseason reputations, Boog, got to mention players like Carlton Fisk, Reggie Jackson, and Madison.
And that's a strikeout. Matthew Ross says he went around. And welcome back to the ballpark. Leading off, Julio Rodriguez. Doc back to work. And ball 1. That one finds the corner, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off. Just outside. The count now 2-2. Got him. Making 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Juan Vasquez getting ready to hit. So it's game 1 of the LCS, and they're going to be looking to this guy for more of his success like he had in the division series.
Well, this team's got its sights set on the World Series. If they're going to get there, it's going to be because of his performance.
In there at the knees for a strike. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Here's Royce Lewis. That misses the zone, and that's ball 1. And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Game 1 of the American League Championship Series. And stepping in for the Mariners, Zach Geloff. And he takes a strike. Geloff measures 6 feet 2 inches. A member of the 1,000 hit club. He's one of the few Major League Baseball players born in the state of Delaware. That one to first, Soderstrom. He'll do it himself, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th. Swing and a ground ball, and it goes just foul. Next offering is in for a strike. Just missed.
1 ball, 2 strike.
Just missed. This one popped up. De La Cruz brings it in, and there are 2 outs. Here's the catcher to hit, Agustin Ramirez. There's a strike. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. And that keeps the inning going. In now is the Mariners DH. Fouled off, he was late. That one finds the zone. That's strike 2. That's down and in.
1 and 2.
And he swings over the top there. Catcher has it, fires the first. That completes the strikeout, inning over. Back at T-Mobile Park, bottom of the 6th inning. And now the right fielder, Austin Hendrick. There's a swing and a drive. That's back there. Out of here! A solo shot. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0. Back to the top of the lineup. And up next for Seattle, Joel Bermudez. Swing and a base hit.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. And, man, I'll tell you, a line drive like that into the gap just feels so good. It's feedback that you have everything on time and in control from start to finish with your swing.
Outside low, and the count 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. 1 on, nobody out, a run in here in game 1 of the ALCS. De La Cruz feeds to second, out there. Over to first, safe.
Good fade and sinking action of that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
Juan Vasquez up next for the Mariners. 0 for 2 in this one. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. And a strike in there.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
2 balls, 2 strike.
In the dirt. 1-run game, 1 out, 1 on. And down on strikes he goes. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. So digging in, Royce Lewis. Well, it's pretty clear that he was frustrated, and even he admitted as much with his performance in their last series, but in plenty of time. The first inning over. And we're back. And now Zach Geloff. Doc back to work. That's in for a strike. That one fouled off. Outside low. Now 1-2.
1-2.
Ripped on the ground to second. Gorman throws out to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th. And now for Seattle, Stephen Kwan. And there's a ball.
Timing issues can snowball quickly, and that's what we're witnessing here. This lineup's inability to lock onto the pitcher's delivery is causing a few awkward swings. This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with a mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
Ramirez in the box now. No balls and a strike. Next offering in there for a strike. And that's strike 2. That one missed. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the late stages of game 1. Goes down looking. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Brandon Ricks.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Doc with double-digit strikeouts in this 7-inning start and just 1 earned run allowed.
I like what we saw from him in this start, Boo. He competed, didn't fall apart at the seams, and made sure his teammates could finish the job and get the win. Nice start.
Not a ton of offense to chat about as we look at the final numbers, but this was a good one.
Yeah, it was a low-scoring game, Boog, but sometimes those can be the best, especially this time of year.
And your final 3-1 for Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show. Thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon. Ready to go now, and stepping in for the Mariners, Joel Bermudez. On the corner for a strike, and that's how Game 4 gets underway. Outside with a breaking ball. Off the mark there, and the count is 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Got it. And 1 out now. And now the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. That's in there. Strike 1. Multi-time All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a changeup, a slider, a splitter, and he occasionally uses a curve. That one not close. And the count 1-2. And it skips into there. 1 out, base is empty. And that one misses up and in. Full count now. That's a good at-bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
Very close off the outside corner. Could have easily been called a strike in that location.
Missed with a changeup. 1-2 to count. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. Cruz makes the catch, and there's 2 down. Here's Royce Lewis. And that is out of play. And ball 1. Pitch misses there, and a count 2-1. That catches the corner. And that misses. Full count now.
There are lots of pitches thrown at his face.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. Fourth game of the ALCS. Here's the second baseman, Zach Geloff. And there's the strike.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Next offering in there for a strike. And that is strike 2. Let's talk about great individual postseasons. One that really sticks out to me is Ricky Anderson in 1989. He hit .441 with 3 homers and 11 stolen bases, leading Oakland to a World Series championship. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Man, when I think about great postseason performances, hard to top Carlos Beltran in 2004. 8 homers and 6 steals in 12 games with the Houston Astros. He didn't even get to play in the World Series that year.
1 down, base is empty. Popped up to the left, into foul ground. And there are 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. Agustin Ramirez up next for the Mariners. Ball 1 there. Ground ball right side, Gorman. To first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, on to the 3rd inning. And now for Seattle, number 85. Just off the outside edge, and it's 1-0. Fouled off left side. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Beats him for the first out, and that completes the strikeout.
But maybe approaching this at bat with a bit too much determination. Sometimes you just got to let the game come to you.
Austin Hendrick stands in now and watches strike 1. Ball 1 just missed. Swing and a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Bermudez swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the 2nd time today.
1 ball.
Squirts away a little bit. Tag, safe at second. And good hustle to move up. That's a wild pitch. What a stop. Over to first. And they get the out. Here's the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. And first pitch fastball is in for a strike. That one fouled off. One of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that's certainly tipped into the mid, strike 3. Start of the 4th, and now the shortstop, Juan Vasquez. Doc back to work. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98. The shortstop takes the ball. Just missing there. And it's 2-2. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Royce Lewis. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Yankees up by 3. Outside low. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Try to get him to chase on the changeup that time. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. 2 down, bases empty. Zach Geloff up next for the Mariners. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that is ball 1. And another ball. Just missed.
3-0.
And there's the automatic.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Kwan in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. And a foul ball.
One ball.
In the dirt. 1-2 now. And there's a ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And makes the grab. And that'll do it. 4th game of the ALCS. And here is Agustin Ramirez. Ramirez measures 6 feet even, 210 pounds, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. 0-2 now. Swing and a miss, and he got him. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. Now it's the Mariners DH. That one hammered left field. That's got a chance. And that one is off the wall. And in there with a double off the wall.
Waste no time there. Against good pitchers, you've got to take advantage of the mistakes. That was right in his wheelhouse, and he didn't miss a stitch.
And another ball. Just missed. And ball 4, 2 aboard. Back to the top of the Seattle order. Joel Bermudez up next for the Mariners. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. And strike 2.
0-2.
Started after it. Appeal to third. And James Kingsley says he won around. Julio Rodriguez up next for the Mariners. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. He'll score. It's 3-1.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. Timing on the swing was good. Able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. They limit the damage here. And we're back. All set for the top of the 6th. Stepping in, Royce Lewis. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Swings through that one.
1-1.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Doyle pulls it in on the run. Now it's the second baseman, Zach Geloff. Geloff tries to hold up, appeal to first, and he went around according to Patrick Johnson. Swing and a ground ball. Throws to first, and a couple of quick outs. And up next for Seattle, Stephen Kwan. Foul ball. 2 outs. Outside low, and the count is 1-1. In there at the knees. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Battling here as he fouls it away. And he chases that one below the zone. Throw to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. Top of inning number 7. And here's the catcher, Agustin Ramirez. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Hitting is all about anticipation, and right now this lineup is struggling with it. Their swings are mistimed, and it's produced a few ugly cuts here and there.
And that's downstairs and outside. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Got him. One away on the strikeout. In now is the Mariners DH. 1 for 2. Chop to first. Soderstrom. And he takes it himself for the out. Austin Hendrick getting ready to hit.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Two down, nobody on. Here in Game 4 of the ALCS.
That's a ball.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 2 down, nobody on. The changeup missing, and it's 2-2. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. They bring a young arm out of the bullpen in this spot, Brandon Ricks.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here. Well, you can tell these players feel great and also relieved to even up the series. There's so much on the line. We've worked so hard to get here. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a Game 7 in this series.
Not a ton of offense to chat about as we look at the final numbers, but this was a good one.
Yeah, it was a low-scoring game, Boog, but sometimes those can be the best, especially this time of year.
And your final 3-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.